What is happening? Oh, I tell you, the anticipation of that go live from the time you hit the button until the time you actually go live, it gets me every single time. And we've been going live almost every Tuesday for I don't even know how long. But welcome, everybody. My name is Craig Goldberg, as you can see right down here somewhere. And it's Tuesday. We're going live. We usually go live at 5. It's 5:07. I have a really good reason why I was late tonight, and I can't wait to share it with you. We're going to give everybody just a couple moments to come online. If you're watching us live, this is a great time to tag somebody or forward or share or bring what we're doing to the wall that you have on your Facebook or YouTube. How do I just put on do not disturb? There it is. Sorry, iOS 12 or 15 updates. Anyhow, got to be on the latest stuff so we know exactly what's going on. And it's pretty much what's been happening around here. All right. So first of all, why was I late? I was late because I was on my sound lounge. How's that? Exactly what I'm supposed to be doing was using my tech. And I'll share with you that do have a sound lounge, that do have a meditation cushion, that do have a practitioner. One of my favorite things to do is to take phone calls. I got my AirPod in. I'll be on my phone, either sitting vertically in the meditation cushion or laying down in the sound lounge like I was today. And I just play 40 hertz. There's a track in our app. It's a journey through 40 hertz. 40 hertz is it's like the vibroacoustic equivalent to penicillin from my perspective. It just feels good for so many different things. And it's so powerful. My words, what I think. I really enjoy it. And I was just sitting there taking phone calls, texting, getting a couple things out. I had to go test a couple things that were in our app. The pleasures of what I get to do is that I get to do what I get to do, and I get to do it on vibroacoustic therapy technology or our technology. And today was just one of those days. I had the raw pleasure. For those of you that are in our user group, I sent out a text just a couple days ago of my daughter. She's a year and a half. My daughter was on the sound lounge for the first time, listening to music with intention. She's been on the sound lounge since she was a week old, but and of course, mom was on the sound lounge as well during her pregnancy. She's been on the sound lounge, I don't even know, dozens of times over the last year and a half, like often. Sometimes we'll be laying down on the ground and she'll have a hand on it or she'll be around it, that sort of thing. But 2 days ago was the first time that she was kind of having a little bit of a meltdown. And I picked her up as she was trying to jump out of my skin, and I put her down on the sound lounge and I turned it on. And as soon as I turned it on, she totally zenned out. It was the coolest thing I've ever seen. It worked and it was awesome. And it was really wild. So over the last couple of days, I've put her on the sound lounge on a couple of different instances. And in both instances, she lays right down. She plays with the app on the iPod that I have connected to the sound lounge. Sometimes she does change the track and move it around a little bit, but it's really cool to watch her really zen out and relax at a year and a half. It's really quite awesome. And she'll lay there for 10, 15 minutes before she goes, okay, I gotta go. And we happen to be in our healing room. So we've got PEMF devices and we've got infrared therapy and we've got all these different things. She's generally not allowed in that room because she's touching, spilling, getting things, and there's a lot of expensive equipment in that room. But lately we've been letting her in. Now that she's a little bit older, she's a little bit more refined, a little bit more controlled, and she's been partaking in the technology. And I got to tell you, there's nothing better from my perspective. One, because obviously this is something that I'm really into, and also because I know about the benefits that it's bringing to her. And I've got a lot of awesome and amazing technology in this house. Very blessed to be doing what I'm doing, to have such incredible partners that are doing it with us and potential collaborations to be exploring. So I'm constantly talking with other CEOs, other creators, other inventors of different technologies in investigating how we can bridge multiple technologies together, very much like what we did with the Cocoon and Dr. Patrick Porter over at BrainTap. We're looking at multiple different technologies at any one time. So it was really quite beautiful. Not to mention the fact that it did zen my daughter out when she was having a little bit of a meltdown, as 1.5-year-olds tend to do. And it was just a really nice application of the technology. She sits on the meditation cushion. Sometimes she really loves technology, and we don't really give her a whole lot of it. So when we do let her into the healing room, she immediately goes for the iPod that is connected to the sound lounge. She now knows how to unplug it so that she can walk around the entire healing room with it. And the first place that she goes is actually straight to the meditation cushion to sit in the footwell or lay on top of the meditation cushion. It's about the most adorable thing in the world. I need to carry my phone around with me more often so that I could take better pictures. And of course, I share that to the user group in Telegram. It's not something that I really want to put up on Facebook. I don't want my daughter on Facebook that often. So it's just not something that I do there. However, if you are part of our private Telegram group for our users or for our affiliates, you will find pictures posted there, and it's definitely something really beautiful. Many of our owners have shared with me pictures of their children using our technology, and it really warms my heart. I think of conditions like ADHD, ADD, anxiety, stress, depression, and I immediately think of our technology as a phenomenal tool to help the person experiencing those emotions, to help them to cope with, to help with them deal with, and hopefully to help with them to come around back to a more balanced existence. And this is something that is just really near and dear to me. Eric, it's a great question. And we are absolutely going to talk about inventory here in just a couple minutes. When will the new cushions be ready for shipping? I have about 100 that are going to be coming into inventory over the next 2 weeks. It's our first shipment from our first order. And then I'm going to have probably another 60 days before the big order of 1,000 cushions come in. I don't know if y'all are following the news, but there's an awful lot happening off the coast. There are a lot of ships that are not being brought into port. My fingers are crossed that those will not be our ships. However, there are backups on both coasts from a shipping perspective. It's obviously something that we keep an eye on very, very closely. We have some insiders that send us reports on a regular basis as to what's happening at the ports as well. We do have some cushions that are already cleared that'll be coming in the next 2 weeks, and then of course we have a bigger order of about 1,000, maybe 1,100 units that's going to be coming in time for the holidays, is what our factory is sharing with us. So again, it's a case by case basis until they hit the water from our manufacturing facility. I don't know exactly when they're going to get here, but once they do hit the water, I do get regular updates as to when they're going to make landfall, when they're going to be at the port, when they've cleared the port and they're sitting on the dock for customs. So all of those updates are going to be coming out regularly on these lives. So Eric, I hope that answers your question. At this point, we are still taking orders for black meditation cushions. If you're interested in beige, I think I have 2 or 3 that might be coming in this next shipment. I'm not sure until they hit my warehouse to know exactly what's in there. But we will know very shortly, and it is coming. So Eric, thank you for that question. Thank you for watching. And obviously you got your eye on what we're doing. I know you want to buy a gift. And unfortunately, I'm at the mercy of our manufacturers. And then even at that, I'm at the mercy of international and global logistics right now. And unfortunately, this is a very big challenge for not just us, but companies all over the United States and really all over the globe. Shipping and global logistics right now is an absolute nightmare. It is absolutely a touch and go day-to-day existence, and we are in regular touch with our partners. However, the updates that I get in the morning may change in the afternoon. The updates I get in the afternoon may change by the next morning. It is exactly like that. And to build a business around that is a challenge. It's been way easier in months past. It has only gotten worse, although some of the prices have come down. So that's comforting. But we do have some very powerful manufacturing partners, some great relationships, and logistics partners are also phenomenal. So we're excited about being where we are, and it's just something that we keep an eye on a regular basis. I do have practitioners in stock. I do have sound lounges in stock. I have more sound lounges on the way that will also probably be arriving with those cushions next week. And it's business as usual from our perspective. So as you place your order, look for our team to be in regular contact with you about the timing of your order, when it's shipping, what's happening. We try and keep you up to date as often as possible, although keeping in mind that our information is changing almost hour to hour. So when we do have significant updates and you've placed your order, we do contact you. We do reach out to you with specifics about your order. Keep in mind, we will always ship first order in is the first order out. So if you're on the sidelines wondering if you can get your hands on one of our next cushions or one of the next 100 that come in, please place your order. Know that you can ask for a refund at any time in full, no questions asked. If you're waiting too long or if you're not happy with the process, but get yourself in line. And the best way to do that is to make your purchase. And then, of course, put yourself in queue, because first orders in are the first orders that are going to go out. I know it's tumultuous. I know it's a little bit of a challenge. One of the purposes of me coming live every Tuesday is to provide a face, to provide a video that you can watch, if not in real time live, like a few of you are right now, but many of you catch the replay either on Facebook or on YouTube. Likewise, y'all know exactly how to get in touch with me. So I'll put my contact information up here one more time. Our website, inHarmony.com. Our help desk, if you do want to get in touch with our support team, is help@IamInHarmony.com. And of course, my email address, reach out to me directly, Craig@IamInHarmony.com. And I am happy to be in direct contact with you. I am happy to really just be as transparent as we possibly can. I don't know any other way to do business, frankly. So when I know, you know, and of course, getting proximity to me is really easy. You can call our office anytime you'd like. It's generally my phone or Priscilla's phone that's going to ring. I'm going to introduce you to Priscilla next week, which I'm really excited about. We've got new teammates starting, and that kind of gets me into some of the things that I want to start to talk about what's happening next week and really what happens at the end of this week as well. Jules says, order now. Best decision ever. I love you, Jules. I appreciate you. I've stood in front of that sign that you've got on your Facebook page. And Mercer, Wisconsin, shout out to the upper parts of Wisconsin. Jules, I absolutely love you. I don't know where in the world you are right now, but I know you travel quite a bit, especially these last few months. So what do we have going on over the next few weeks? On top of everything that we're doing to manage the supply chain, and it literally is a daily thing that we need to focus on just to make sure that everything is happening smoothly so that we have product that we can share with you. In addition to that, we are bringing on a new virtual assistant. Her name is Priscilla. She is absolutely phenomenal. She officially starts on October 1st. I'm very excited to introduce you to her. So you might see her name on some of the help desk tickets. You might see her replies from support perspective. Jackie, sadly, is moving on to a new opportunity and to an entirely new life, which we are exceptionally excited for her. You all know how much we sing the praises of Jackie. She is exceptional. She's wrapping up her last couple of days with us. And Priscilla has been training to fill her shoes, who I know is going to do absolutely wonderfully. So we've got some transitionings that we've been working on internally on our support and our operations team, bringing on new people, increasing our capabilities, which of course is always a wonderful thing to be doing. And I'm just going to plant a little seed, but I will tell you this. Next week, I'm also going to have a really big announcement from a content perspective. So we're bringing somebody on board that's going to be able to help us manage artists, launch a record label, and really begin to manage our content in a very big way. This is a really big deal for us and something that Dom and I have had as a vision for this business and what we do for a very long time. Content is king. And many of you have been exceptionally vocal when it comes to obviously your praises in the content that we've already created. And I appreciate that. All of the feedback that we've received of how we can make it better, we've tried to put into action, or we will be putting into action as more tracks come out. Additionally, I'm very excited to make this announcement, but I'm not going to make it yet. I'm going to make this announcement on Tuesday of next week. So we got one more week until we get into October. And it's just really hard for me not to share with you all the stuff that I know is coming down the pike, but it is coming. It is awesome. And it is amazing. So content is king. So we're going to, all of a sudden, you're going to start seeing some of our music is going to appear in other outlets, which I know many of you have been asking about. I know many of you have been asking for an online version, which is coming down the road of our app. It's coming. It's not next week, but it will be coming over the next, I would say it's going to take us another 90 to 120 days for us to develop that. In addition to that, we've got, with our record label, we've got artists that are going to be coming on board, artists that are going to be contributing exclusive tracks inside our app, as well as public available tracks that are going to be released through multiple streaming services. So we've got an awful lot that's going to start really putting inHarmony on the broader map. So it's not just folks that have our technology, but this is something that we really want to touch the world with. And the best way for us to do that is to show artists how to do that. And we have a director of harmonization that's going to be starting with us on October 1st. And oh gosh, there's just so much that I want to share, and I can't share any of it. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm just going to set that down and let you know there are some big things that are coming down the pike, and this is part of it. So Priscilla comes on board. Our director of harmonization is coming on board, and there's more too, but I can't share it with you. Anyhow, I love and appreciate each and every one of you. It's kind of a relatively short update at about 15 minutes this week. We do have new inventory coming. I appreciate each and every one of you being with us, watching this, sharing it, putting in a comment on Facebook or YouTube, letting us know, hitting that little notification bell so that you do get notified when we go live, following us on Instagram, and just all around being the amazing humans that you are. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for emailing in your questions, and thank you to our incredibly supportive user group and our affiliate group as well. I hope you all have a spectacular day. Bye-bye.